actually call ceremonial barges. I call them the Admiral barges the other day. Oops, sorry. It's a weather shield that you put on them, which comes in the kit. Would have been nice if they put a bit more detail, but you just have to work with what you got, obviously. Of course, it's just CA glue. They are a bit finicky to actually put on, so let's see how we go. And it just butts up. And leave it like that. So that's basically the ceremonial barge finished. I've done some of the lifeboats, not much to it. I've painted obviously brown. I don't like Tamiya deck, it's a bit too wishy-washy. I like the brown, more woody colour to me anyway. So I just have to clean that up and repaint that down the bottom. But basically you just bear with me while I just file that up. Basically just put the take the parts, put them on, pretty simple. And like I've got one here. Basically all you do is put that in, glue him down, push him in, bit extra thin, just a smidge. They are very tight, so the tolerance is, you know, very minimal, but you can obviously sand the edges down a little bit to make it fit a little bit smoother if you wish. So he's in, put a dab on the side, and as I say, these are pretty simple to put in. Obviously you've got to put the stands on for them, whatever you call these things, and yeah, go from there. So I'll show you what I did for this one. Basically the same thing. I painted those brown. There's the engine. So I'll show you how to do that in a sec. Okay, with the boats, you need to add an extra part, K12, where you can put the propeller on and a bit of PE to it. Nothing too flash to it, to be honest. So I'll get them going. And I'll show you, obviously you've got to put the motor on, which is K12, obviously the deck, which is K10. And it's pretty simple from this page here, what you have to do. So we'll get that going. Okay, these are actually the 9-meter cutters. So I think, or not, looks like that. So just trying to figure out actually. You've got a few ceremonial boats. That one, that one. So, just trying to figure out who's who in the zoo. That one. Okay. It looks like it's the 9-meter. Oh no, it's not. It's a 12-meter. But I hadn't seen that in the kit. Doesn't show you that. which is interesting. Sorry, I'll bring it over. It doesn't show you that component, which is weird. I'll have to search. But that's what I'm working on now, the 12-metre motor launch. Okay, with the motor launch, obviously you get the little motors. Again, I just put that in a off-white. It's light grey, and to me it's whitish. They use it for Kriegsmarine, so I found that a really good substitute for white, because I just find white too hard to use. And I can't find my nippers. Where are my nippers? Nippers. Okay, this is the motor for the launch. So, not much to it really. I'll put it the right way up. Okay. Zoom out a bit. Bit extra thin. Just to keep them in place. And as I said, with these, I just painted these manually. They turned out alright, I think. And as I say, I've already sanded the edges of these. So, dab there, dab there, dab there. Push them down. Maybe a bit on the side. It's up to you. No one's going to actually see these because they're stored internally into the boat. Go figure. What's next? There is a little component. What do I do with it? What did I do? Here's the next one. Again, just snip off the bottom. I just run it over a sanding stick, just to get rid of the excess of it. Glue him in the spot, right way up. And just a bit extra thin. Smooth. As I said, just go like this. Just take off the little bit of edges. Just makes him fit a little bit looser, I suppose, not as tight. And in he goes. And again, just a bit extra. Thin in the edges. And really they just sit there quite tight. And that's it. It is a shame that they don't have the cover for these. But it is what it is, I suppose, isn't it? I suppose all kits have their issues. So with this, I'm just going to repaint this because I botched this. Never mind. Anyway, I'll repaint this. I think I'll paint it all one colour, then I'll just tape that off. Make my life a little bit easier, I think. Then we can go from there. Okay. Okay, with the motor barges, basically just putting the cradles on, as I'll call them. put him back on. They're pretty simple to do. Let's fix him up. Okay, you need K23, K13, 22, so 23 goes at the front. So just cut him off the sprue. And the way I mount them, obviously get rid of the points. The way I mount them is basically front, back, middle, as per instructions. But yeah, it's not difficult. I just file down the nibs, so that makes a bit of a better surface. You have to repaint these. So you've got the front part there, you've got the, don't know what they are, I'm not a boat person, but you just line them up flush, like so. You can see that. Just put a bit of extra thin on, and just push down, make sure that they are flush, as you can see, and use your eye to make them a little bit level, like so. Now the back end is 22, which is here. Just cut him off. Same process. Cut these off. I've got a really thin file, which I can't put it down. Now you can't find, oh, there it is. File that I use. Sanding stick. It's a bit of curved one, which is good because these are curved like that, so you can get into the curved parts without flattening out the other surfaces. As I say, I'm going to repaint the bottoms of the boats again, just for this. And again, you've got the partition part, I suppose, whatever you call it, extra thin. Okay. Again, just by eye, what you think is level. Now the middle one is 13. Which is here, which goes in the middle. Now they're a little bit different because they got a couple of cutaways in them, so they can fit over. I assume they're stabilisers for the boat. I know they got those on big ships, so I assume that's what it is. But that's my technical expertise, which is limited. Okay, again, just sand down so it makes a bit of a smooth surface to glue onto. Should leave that so dust doesn't get on it. And your nib. Now, I put mine just in front of the middle part of the boat. So about there, a bit back. What have we got? So that's about it. extra thin. He's moved a bit, but I'll put him into position a bit in a sec. So, push him down, make him level, or straight so it's not an angle, and that's it. Now you have to put on a rudder, I think it is, on the back, which is the P part, which I'll do shortly. And that's it for the barge. As you can see, I'll grab this one. On this one here, you've got K12. These are where you mount the propellers, basically, or propeller. And there's not much tolerance in there. You can clean up this bit a bit, but so as you can see, there's two holes here. Just throw them in. And you can hear them click actually to get in. It's better to go for the back one actually, I don't know why. And they are a bit fiddly to get in, but once they're in, they're in. So you got that one there. In. In. There you have it. And again, a bit extra thin. And I'll repaint the bottom of these, but I'll paint them without the photo etch because I like the propeller to look like it's brass. And that's him. I've got another one to do. Where is he? I'm sure I had another one to do. Oh, it's over here. So I'll do him while I'm here. So that gives K12. Snip him off. Not much to it. Like as I say, you don't do all this work for these boats. No one's going to see it. Unless I'm going to put mine on display. I know there's a door on the Yamato. I'm not quite sure if I'm going to just put on a sliding piece of card that you can just slide in and out. Haven't decided on that yet. Maybe the way to go, not quite sure yet. Again, I always put the bottom one on first, and then the next one. You can get, I think I broke him. Okay, where's the thin? Always the way, isn't it? Nothing worse when you break it. Okay, so I'll try the back end, I suppose. There you go. Extra thin both sides. And once this dries, I'm going to put more extra thin on both sides. So. Okay, that's basically how you mount the boats. So I'll continue on with this. Spray the bottom, put on the photo edge, and I'll show you the final one. Then we can go on to the next step. I'll start on two of the ceremonial barges. There's two actually. There's one 15 metre. It looks like there's one. Well, there's one actually, and then there's 11 metre. So it looks like you got this one, which is that one, And you got this one, which is that one, by the looks of things. It's only got one of each, so that's not too bad. On those you have to install these for the propeller. I think that's pretty simple, so let's give it a go. Maybe look at the road and everything. So zoom in. So basically just got these two by the looks of things. Which way do they go? That is a good question. Okay. So they go in like this. By the looks of things. So basically just like that. But extra thin. And obviously we'll paint these. I can't paint today, it's actually pelting down rain in Australia, in Brisbane. We've had some really severe weather at the moment. A lot of people without power. Homes destroyed by severe weather, which is not good around Christmas time, so it's not a good thing at all. But that's Australia, is it not? Okay, that goes there. This goes in here, hopefully. In boy. Should go in. Why is that not going in? They are the same, aren't they? K12. Sorry, D30 they are, which is correct. D. That is correct. Or is it? What does that go there? I think I made a boo-boo. Which I think I did. I think that goes there. Where are we? No, that's right, that does go there because it fits. So put you back. And where's the other one? Let's go there. Yes, it does. I have to drill out the hole just a fraction. Seem to want to go in. So I'll just draw that hole out a bit, I think. Zoom out a bit. Let's see what we got. That's too small. Go next size up. Just 0.7. There you go. Might be because of the paint too, because as I say, you've got very limited tolerance. Very, very limited tolerance. So, let's have a look. Go in. It's better. There you have it. That's all it was. Now, an issue here where you just got to push this back a bit to go in, and again with the extra thin. Did it go in or did it pop out? Might have popped out. Let's have a look. I think it went in there. Yep. Not the best fit, but it's okay. And as I say, you've got too, so you like to paint them up. It's a shame that they don't put the covers over the top here, which never came with the kit, but oh well, these things happen. So that goes there. This one, as I said, wrong one. This one here, he'll go like that. Again, I'll repaint that. I just hand brush that, but it's pretty ordinary. So I'll recoat him. Then I'll just mask those off down here, then paint that grey. Obviously I'll take this off, paint them white, or that creek marine white grey, light grey. And that'll be it for the boats basically, and then we can start on the next bit. Thought I'd start working on the deck at the moment. I'm just basically pre-drilling. Zoom this out if I can. So you got ZB. So it basically tells you the holes are drilled. Looks like they're 1 mil, personally. You got ZA as well to do, and it just says make hole, which is not very useful. It doesn't tell you the size, but I've just used 1 mil, but it looks like things, they just fit in the back of the hole. So here I just used the Sharpie and marked out the holes, drilled them through the thing, just with 1 mil. So punch it through, go through the other side, clean up the holes a bit. You can put extra thin in there if you wish. I just went through like this, made them bigger, well, cleaned them up a bit. So they come out alright, I think. So that's ZA. I'll start working on ZB, I think it is. ZA, sorry, that's it. This is ZB, this is ZA. So I'll start working on that next. Okay, this is quite large, as you can see. I've started from the middle, so we know that's got to be drilled, that. So I just use a Sharpie, go through and mark it, drill it, because that way you know where you're actually drilling. And let's see what we can do. I'll show you after I finish. Okay, I've marked what I have to drill. As you can see, there's quite a lot. Again, just use a 1 mil drill, but well, that's what I use. There's a few holes here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, that don't appear to have any lines on it, which is, I'll show you. These one here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, which coincide with these ones. They don't have any lines to be drawn on or anything like that, so I'm not quite sure if they need to be drilled or not drilled. Oh well, let's see what we can do. Okay, the boats are done. We've got the Ceramony barges. As I say, it's a bit of a shame that you won't see these basically, because they all fit inside the hole. Well, doesn't really matter. I've left some of the stuff just as the raw brass, but that's just me because I like a bit of bling. Railings and so forth on the ceremonial barge. So what I did too, it may be worthwhile to drill some. I've got 4 holes here where they actually railings go in, but I drilled them out a little bit so they could sink in a bit. Just made it a little bit easier to position. So yeah, we'll go on the next bit now. Okay, I finished with the boats. what I'm going to do next, I'll skip the planes on page 7 because I find them too fiddly and I'll do them last. What we'll do is the hanger. There's some photo etch on piece which is E7, so you need E7, so that'll do either side. And basically what you do is you end up with P like this. You'll actually bend them in half, and which turn into rails, and you've actually got bear with me while I move this. And what you'll see is little indentations within the model. You've got these little, where are we? Too fine, isn't it? Here you go. When you find them in half, they're little, what would you call them? Bracket slash indentations, where you just put them in and you'll make that. Unfortunately I've got work tomorrow, so I won't be able to do this now, but I'll give you a quick look of what I'm doing. So these are basically all the barges, Ceramony barges that you can build. Just remember though, when you're putting on the railings, there's little indentations where you can put them in, but I've actually drilled them out a little bit better, so it just makes it easier to fit. There's only 3 that you have to put the railings on. Unfortunately, I'll have to look for that one that may have railings because it's got an indentation, but I can't see it within the manual, so I'll have a look at that later. As I say, these barges actually came with a cover, which don't come with the kit, which is unfortunate, but it is what it is, so to speak. So these are the 3 basically what I've built so far. So I'll show you from the manual anyway, and I'll be back in a sec. I've just looked at the manual for this one here, which is here, and it does come with actual P parts, and also comes with funnels, so I'll put them on as well. So that's something I've missed, so hey, these things happen. Okay, the next part of the build will be actually doing the railings, or the rails just for the seaplanes, so they can obviously go on some sort of turntable and slide down. Where are we? You can see them along here. Oops, I'll bring this over. You can see them down here. I'll see if I can find a better picture. So basically that's them there. So that's what I'll be doing next. The rails themselves come in a piece like this. Okay, you fold them in half. Once you do, it'll become something like this, and you got 2 actually. You got this side, that side. I haven't cut off the other one yet, so I'll do that shortly. And then what you do is basically glue them like that. You got little indentations, and you just have to glue that at the end a bit, and yeah, they just fit in. You got to go very slow when you're gluing them in, because you got a very limited. They're not actually notched every space. It's every second or third, I think it is. Let's have a look. Every fourth. first one, and you got 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, well, it's 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay, it goes 4 then 3 by the looks of it. So yeah, so you just have to be a little bit careful, I'd imagine, putting those in. But once they're in, obviously you'd paint them and so forth and go from there. You've got internal as well inside the hangar, so this will be on top of the deck. Don't know what that is. We'll have to. And nodule here, so just be careful. You probably have to file that off. Yeah, so we'll start on that. But unfortunately, I've got to go to work tomorrow, so yeah, so I won't be able to do this tonight. Got to prepare for work tomorrow, and so I'll do that during the week and see how we go. Thanks for watching, and as I say, thank you for the people who've subscribed. I appreciate it, and thank you so much. Until that next time, happy building, and take care of yourself.